This is your technical update from the LMAX Exchange Research and Analytics Desk for Thursday, July 16th, 2015. Euro dollar. So downside pressure has intensified in the euro with the market breaking down and now approaching key support, which comes in at 108.19 in the form of the 27th of May low. A break below 108.19 will then expose a retest of the 2015 and multi-year low at 104.62 from March further down. At this point, a break back above recent highs that we saw at 12.16 would be required to take the immediate pressure off the downside. Sterling dollar. So cable retains quite a bid tone in the recent session, with the market looking like it wants to put in potentially a higher low at 153.30 in favor of the next upside extension back towards recent highs that we saw at 159.30, the 2015 high. If the market can establish above 159.30, this will open the door for fresh upside above 160, while really at this point only back up below the low that we saw on the 8th of July at 153.50 would compromise the current bullish outlook. And dollar yen. So dollar yen has been in the process of recovering following a breakdown to fresh multi-session lows at 121.30, and the market could be in the process of carving out a higher low in favor of resumption of what is a broader uptrend. At this point, a break back above the recent highs that we saw at 125.85, those are multi-year highs that were set on the 5th of June, would be required to open the door for fresh upside. But again, the overall structure here remains highly constructive, and only back below that recent low that we saw at 21.30 would compromise the bullish outlook, or the immediate short-term bullish outlook. Euro Swiss. So Euro Swiss continues to be very well supported, with the market looking like it wants to attempt a recovery eventually back above recent highs at 105.75 and towards the February 2015 peak at 108.15 further up. At this point, only a break back below 102.35 would compromise the recovery outlook for Euro Swiss. Aussie dollar. So another day and another low for the Australian dollar, which looks like it wants to be heading down towards next key support in the form of a measured move at 70 by that psychological barrier. At this point, any rally should be very well capped ahead of 76, while ultimately only break back above that figure would take the immediate pressure off the downside. Dollar CAD. So dollar CAD has done a good job of breaking to fresh multi-year highs after taking out the previous peak from this year at 28.35, and this puts the focus on the 2009 peak at 130.65 further up. At this point, look for any setbacks in this market to be very well supported ahead of 126. Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi has broken down to another fresh multi-year low, with the market trading into the 65 now and closing in on its measured move objective at 65. At this point, the market is oversold on a daily chart, so we could see a bit of a bounce over the coming sessions, but any rallies are viewed as corrective in favor of the next lower top ahead of a bearish resumption. Look for any rallies to be very well capped ahead of 68. SPX 500. So the S&P 500 is looking like it wants to carve a major top, with the market stalling by fresh record highs in May at 21.37. We have seen a nice recovery rally over the past few sessions, but so long as the market stalls out ahead of that record high at 21.37, the topping outlook remains intact in favor of a lower top here and fresh downside back towards that March low at 20.40. At this point, only a break back above 21.37 would negate the toppish outlook and accelerate gains to fresh record highs. Gold. So gold is broken down and continues to break down, with the market testing that previous 2015 low going back to March at 11.43. But at this point, the market is stalled out and is looking to maybe bounce a little bit into Thursday trade. But at this point also, the market is looking to retest that 2014 critical base at 11.31, below which could expose the 1,000 level further down. Really, we need to see a break back above 11.75 to take the immediate pressure off the downside in gold.